Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Delightful Kiss Boy, and I'm back with another video just for you. This one is very different from anything that I've made before, okay? It's a problem that I noticed that I felt I had to point out, okay? Because it appears that YouTube is pushing scams on people, okay? Unintentionally. It's through their sponsorship feature. So, for those who don't know, what people can do is if they make a video, you can go onto YouTube, and you could pay money to have YouTube push the video. I'm sure you guys have noticed this in your recommended feed, whatever. You'll see these little videos pop up and they'll say sponsored under them or promoted or something like that, right? And they'll be, they're ads, right? They're not really specifically recommended for you like other content. They're being paid to be pushed to you. Okay? Now, YouTube is a reputable platform. Okay? So if I see ads on YouTube, I'm probably going to think that maybe those ads are a little bit more legit than some other shady site that I'm going to go to, right? I put a little bit more faith into YouTube's vetting process. Okay? Now, as I'll go into, that is not deserved faith. They don't deserve that at all because this right here, I'm just going to tell you up front, this is straight up a scam. And I found this when I was searching about, crypto on YouTube. So occasionally I like to, peek in on what crypto's doing, yada, 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 just because I don't buy crypto. I like to hate on crypto and I like to be informed for my hating, okay? But that's beside the point. I've also seen these videos pop up in my home feed, recommended to me. And I'll show you a thumbnail. I'll show you this video's thumbnail right here. It's usually some dipshit with his eyes shooting lasers or whatever, with a bunch of crypto nonsense in the background that's talking about, how to make 1 to 2 Ether per day passive with a bot on AI ChatGPT. Just copy and paste. Now, if it sounds too good to be true, guys, it is too good to be true. Do not fall for scams like this. There is no easy way to make money out there, okay? Anything like this, 99% of the time it's going to be a scam. All right? But maybe you don't think it is because it's being promoted to you on YouTube. So I want to show you a little bit of this video. I'm going to kind of do some commentary here. So this is how it starts out. All right? This channel is called Web3 Code Learns. And it's, hello, it's Jacob, blah, 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 blah. They have all these instructions for how to do this shit, which they go over in the video here. You can see here it was exclusive to my premium group. I'm thrilled to share that I'm developing a DeFi project, blah, 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 blah. It's a bunch of horse shit, right? It says, now let's get started.
Jacob, I
Now,
recorded this video for my
just to pause here, I don't know if this is AI generated or not, because it's weird. Like, it's definitely, the audio is not synced up with the video, and the voice sounds fake. Maybe the dude is real, but it sounds like an AI voiceover. Potentially, I don't know, maybe he's doing some kind of, I don't know what's going on, but something's weird about this shit. The video is kind of slow and choppy. But I have half a mind to think that, definitely the voice, but maybe even the picture is AI generated, all right? So what they'll do is they'll start off the video by going to ChatGPT, as if this somehow makes them more credible. What they'll do is they'll ask ChatGPT to make them a script for a bot. Assuming, how would that even be a good idea? Yeah, let me just run whatever ChatGPT tells me to run. But I guess it somehow makes it seem like he's getting this naturally, right? That this is something that there's a process he's following. He didn't write the code. This is just a bot that exists out there, right? So let's see what he has to say.
private channel, but I have decided to share it with you all for free in order to gain your support and attention for my new channel. Here, I will show you how to create and operate an Ethereum sniping bot using AI-powered ChatGPT, and guess what? It already brings me passive income every day, which is amazing. This sniping bot monitors the blockchain for new tokens and significant price changes. When it finds an opportunity, it acts like a ninja, buying or selling tokens quickly
Like a
before
ninja.
other traders realize what's happening. This gives us an
So this is the premise, all right? They're saying that there's a bot that's going to, more or less look for inefficiencies in the market and be able to snipe those opportunities before anybody else, right? like a ninja, as he says. That's the premise. And the way that they get this code is supposedly they're going to ChatGPT and asking them to generate them this trading bot. So let's see what happens.
Advantage to make money on price differences. The secret of the bot's success is its ability to detect tokens immediately after they are listed or when there is a sudden price change. It uses sophisticated algorithms to identify these movements.
Sophisticated algorithms, of course.
You just need to sit back and let the profits roll in. If you think this sounds too complicated, don't worry. It's actually pretty simple and
so
doesn't
easy.
require any coding knowledge. Enjoy your viewing. Alright, let's get started.
So he plays this video here.
Write me the code for a smart contract on Ethereum to automatically hunt for snipping opportunities.
Snipping opportunities? I thought it was sniping opportunities. Alright, well anyway. What he's trying to do here is he's making it look like ChatGPT has generated this code for him, right? And you can see here it's kind of filling it all out. Yada, yada, yada. He gets this big block of complicated looking, code, right? Most people are not going to be able to look at this and understand what the hell it does. All right? So he goes down through, it's generating more and more and more. Whatever. I'm not sure exactly how he edited it to make it look like, it's ChatGPT.
Running a code.
But regardless, it's complete bullshit, right?
And I bet it's better than any human could possibly think of.
Yeah, so it's better than any anything that a human could possibly think of. Then they go to a demonstration where they copy and paste the code into Remix Side or whatever the hell, Remix, the IDE for Solana, I believe. Or it's for Ethereum as well, but you can use Solidity, which is the language, the smart contract language used for Solana, which I believe is being used here. You can see that these are Sol files here, all right? So I need to explain something. So he copies and pastes the code in here, all right? This is a smart contract.
Trading bot. I will also place this code under the description so that you can copy it if you don't have access to ChatGPT. A couple of things to look at after pasting the code.
So the first thing that they'll do to get you to kind of lull you into a false sense of security is they have you check these two addresses that are linked at the top, all right?
In lines 15 and 16, you can follow these addresses using Etherscan. These are the addresses of wrapped Ether tokens which we'll be competing against. You don't actually need to have any wrapped Ether. Yep, perfect. It's the official wrapped Ether address. Always a good...
See, look at that. It's the official address. What is there to worry about?
Good idea to check that back to Remix now that our bot file is ready. Let's compile it. Click here. As you can see here, it's built...
So he compiles the smart contract from the code, which he's not really showing you or going over what it does. Another red flag.
With the 0.6.6 version of Solidity. Under compiler, select the 0.6.6 version so that it matches our contract. Also, make sure that the language is set to Solidity and EVM version is set to default. Now click on the compilebot.sol button and wait for the bot to compile.
So he's going to compile it right here, and then after that, I think he deploys the actual smart contract. So for those who don't know, with DeFi networks or whatever, what you can do essentially is it'll be this big decentralized network. You can write a smart contract that gets committed to whatever blockchain they're using, and then the mining, the people acting as miners will actually run the code that's contained in the smart contract on your behalf. All right, so it'll be constantly running in this decentralized network. All right, that's the theory. It's not the theory, that's just how it works.
Now
anyway,
we're going to deploy this to our wallet. Head over to the...
So now he's going to take the compiled code, the smart contract, and deploy it to his wallet, which is going to cost some money, because anytime you're making a smart contract, it's going to cost you a certain amount of money to get it verified and committed to the blockchain.
Deploy and run transactions tab in Remix.
As you can see here, he has to set up a gas limit, etc.
As the environment. We need to confirm the contract on the blockchain by paying gas fees. Gas fees are the commission on the Ethereum network for smart contract deployment. Now the deployment under utility is ready to go. Click deploy. I always set the gas fee to high. There's usually not much of a difference and it puts the transaction through much faster. Now we wait for the transaction to confirm. Sweet. We can see here that it is confirmed.
Okay, so he's committed this contract, the supposed bot, to the blockchain.
Meaning our smart
Let's skip ahead a little bit here.
funds back into your
So now you can see here it's got two different buttons that they can access in this remix thing. There's start and withdraw, okay? So what they say to do is to send money to the smart contract, and then you start the bot, and the bot is going to be able to use the money that you put into the smart contract in order to trade on your behalf and get you those find those inefficiencies in the market and make you some money, right? That's the idea. And then you can withdraw later to withdraw to your wallet. That's the idea, right? Now let's watch what happens.
With the smart contract deployed, fund it with some Ethereum, which will be used for trading. Make sure you get the right address there.
So he's funding the smart contract, supposedly.
Fund the make and potentially more profit you can accumulate over time.
So he puts some money in. He puts one Ethereum in to the smart contract, whatever. And then
the funds were sent to the contract. We can make sure by checking our contract address on the contract. Nice. It's got one Ethereum. Click start. This will enable the bot.
So now he clicks the start button on the deployed contract, right?
To start sniffing the mempool to find different liquidity pairs in order for you to sandwich transactions. Let's set the gas speed to high, save, and click confirm.
Okay. So now he's starting it up, and you confirm it. Oh, it's easy. Now it's running, and you can turn off your computer. 12 hours later.
Alright guys, it's been a little over 12 hours now, and it's time to check the profits the bot made.
Beautiful. Let's see those profits, man.
So as you can see, I have about 1.31 Ethereum, which is 31% of the profit already. I'm going to let my bot run for about another 12 hours and withdraw the profits after.
So just within 12 hours, he has 30% profit on the initial Ethereum he put in. That's insane. That's insane. Think, seeing how, at an average index fund, you could maybe see, I don't know, 6-7% in a year. 30% in 12 hours. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay? Sounds too good to be true.
Let's see how much more we made.
How much more did you make after the next 12 hours?
Nice. It's a little over 1.6 Ethereum, so it basically took me a day to gain over half of my deposit back. That's pretty impressive.
Look at that. Every day you make 50%.
Button. When you click withdraw,
and then he's saying you just withdraw.
The bot will stop trading and return to the total Ethereum you've entered initially, including the profit, back to your wallet.
Look at that.
Let's click it. This
Easy.
will charge us a little bit of gas. I'll set it to high again and then click confirm. There we go.
Look at that. Easy, easy.
Then transaction confirmed. Let's go to our MetaMask and see what we have now.
What do you got? Oh my god.
Balance from the bot is
$6,000.
This is only after running the
It's
bot.
insane. It's insane. So you get the idea. You get the idea. Basically, this is an AI-generated trading bot. But all you have to do, it's like, oh, you could generate yourself the ChatGPT, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Or you could put this code into the Remix compiler. Now, let's take a look at what this code does. Now, to start off with, I do code. I've never coded in Solidity, but I don't really need to know how to code in Solidity to tell you that this is all bullshit. Okay? Now, this is a tip-top example of a technique known as code obfuscation. All right? What is code obfuscation? It is basically trying to make it so that people who look at the code will have a hard time understanding what it does. You put a bunch of confusing bullshit in there to hide the actual behavior of the code. So to somebody who doesn't know anything about code at all, this is going to look like complete nonsense, right? And they're going to think, oh, this is really complex shit. I just can't understand this. It's like, if I equals 0, return 0, yada, yada, yada. You can see all this shit here, right? You can see it's just a bunch of crazy nonsense, okay? You can see here, load current contract. There's comments here. Find newly deployed contracts on Uniswap exchange. Then param, memory of required contract liquidity. It's like a bunch of, jargon and nonsense. Extracts the newest contracts on Uniswap exchange. Shit like load current contract, next contract, all of this stuff. Now, here's the thing. Do you remember in the video, what did he do to start the trading? All right? He pressed the start button. All right, so let's look for where that function is. Let me just Control F, start. Let's figure out what exactly is going on when you click that start button right here, okay? So you can look at this, function start, public payable, okay? Perform front run action from different contract pools, contract address to snipe liquidity from, and then liquidity, okay? As the parameters. Now you'll notice what's interesting here is param, contract address to snipe liquidity from. It doesn't even take a parameter. So this is complete nonsense, right? And it says it returns liquidity. It doesn't return anything because all that this thing is doing is it's getting a to address and it's getting it makes a payment to that address from your address, all right? So let's look at this. What does start exploration do? All right, let's go up and see what this does. Pop up here. Where is it? Start exploration. Now this looks like a very complicated method if you look at it. It takes a string as a parameter, A, and you can see here it makes a temporary byte array from A, okay? And then it says I address equals 0, and it has a uint, B1 and B2. And then for I equals 2, I is less than 2 plus 2 times 20, I plus equals 2, I address dereferenced equals 256. All right, so I address equals 0 before. Now we're setting it to 256 every time you go through the loop. It says B1, uint 160, uint 8, temp of I. It's a bunch of nonsense, right? Now what this is doing is this is very clever, all right? The thing is, it would be suspicious if they had a wallet address in the smart contract that was just some guy's wallet, right? And also this dude doesn't want this to be traced back to him, all right? You can see here that these addresses up here were the things he was front running with, what he was showing you at the beginning. He was saying, look up these addresses, they're legit. This is for wrapped ETH and this is the Uniswap address, right? If you look through the code, these actually aren't used anywhere. The only things that are used in the code are the start method. Let me get back to that. Start, right, where is it? So you can see there's so much stupid bullshit here. It's a start method and it's a withdraw method. Withdrawal, right? Now, I just wanted to point this out too. What do you notice about these two functions? All right, let me zoom in a little bit here so you can read this. Address to, start exploration. Address payable contracts, payable to. Contracts.transfer BA. Let's look at withdrawal. What does withdrawal do? Address to, start exploration. Fetch mempool data. Address payable contracts equals payable to contracts.transfer get BA. These two methods, which are the two buttons, do exactly the same thing. And what that thing that they do is it constructs the address of the scammer using this obfuscated code, a bunch of bullshit here. Let me go back up here to start exploration. This method right here is a clever way of generating the wallet address of the scammer. So the scammer does not need to put his wallet address as a plain readable string in the code. Instead, he uses this complex, convoluted code to generate the address at runtime, right? So it's harder to trace back to him, but ultimately what's happening here is the only thing that the start and withdraw functions do is it will just generate that address for the scammer. Let me find start again. Now, there's so much bullshit in here that is not used at all. Okay. Where is it? Start right here. All right. It makes that address here, to, and it says address payable contracts equals payable to. That's the address that's generated from start exploration and fetch mempool data as the parameter. And then it transfers from get BA. What does get BA do? Let's take a look. Get BA, get balance. It says return the memory address of the first byte of the first occurrence of needle in self. And all it does is it returns the address of this dot balance. All right? So what this does is it sends the sum of Ethereum that you send to the smart contract to the scammer directly. All this other code in here is complete nonsense. It's just to obfuscate the real behavior here. If you push withdrawal or if you push start, it just generates that scammer's address, sends the balance that you deployed to the smart contract to the scammer, and that's it. That's all it does. All right? So it's just, you just lose money. Now, as I said before, this is being promoted on YouTube. These are sponsored ads, right? They're not pre-rolls, but they're showing up in people's feeds. If people search up Ethereum bot, like how to, you know, make money with Ethereum or anything about crypto, there's tons and tons of these unlisted videos that are sponsored. And YouTube is pushing them and people are falling for them, all right? They're following these step-by-step, you know, instructions and they're getting scammed. So my question is, for YouTube, what is the vetting process for these sponsored videos? Do you allow anything to go? Is there any sort of vetting being done? Because people are actually losing money on this shit, right? Something needs to be done about this. I think this is bullshit. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy that there's scam ads. This is explicitly a scam. I just proved to you the code that they link in the description here. What it does is it takes the money deposited in the smart contract, sends it to the wallet of the scammer. It's explicitly a scam, and it's an ad on YouTube. So I was pretty pissed off about that. I just needed to make a video about this because this isn't like a rare occurrence, all right? I guarantee you if you start looking around at Ethereum videos, something like this will show up. It's been showing up for me all the fucking time until I decide to actually look into it and make a fucking video about it. Complete bullshit. Complete bullshit. Don't fall for this. And what the hell, YouTube? That's all I gotta say. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.